Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. In today's matchup, we should have a fun one on our hands. It's the Falcons coming in at 7-4, going up against the Vikings, who come in at 6-5.
All right, Larry, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. We thought the old place was loud. Somehow this place got even louder a short time ago as the Falcons were introduced to this sellout crowd. We're set to go as the Falcons get ready to match up with the Minnesota Vikings. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. First carry now for the rookie, Dalvin Cook. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Throw on second down. And Rudolph has it left side. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Now a first down throw. Keenum. And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
Try again on second down, and it's incomplete. He was all over that route defensively. Now, they had 2 picks last week as a unit. Couldn't quite grab that one.
Patience, Grasshopper. Patience. Early in this game, but you like the fact that they're around the football early. They're going to be upset they didn't haul that one in, but at least they're there at the moment of truth to make a play on it.
By the way, where did the Grasshopper thing come from? I know it's been around for a long time.
Yeah, you know, I'll have to tell you that some other time.
All right, back to football. And he takes it down deep into Atlanta territory. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
Second down, here's Keenum. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Kyle Rudolph, his second touchdown on the season. And the Vikings take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. this time with Devontae Freeman. And, oh, he is really laid out that time. Knocked flat on his back.
Well, add that play to his resume reel because he went to the Pro Bowl last year. That's how you go to the Pro Bowl. You make plays like that, big-time penetration, and throw people for losses.
Now Ryan on second down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. When I saw the pressure coming at him, that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it. And the interception ensued. Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result. First down, here's the run with Cook. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. Well, a well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there. Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted to run through. And that was filled by a big man wanting to make a tackle. And he made a great tackle. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now. I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one down near the 15. The ball still a few inches shy of the marker after the 3-yard run. So now a little soul searching on 4th down. On now is Kai Forbath to try the field goal. And Forbath will put this one through, and that will make our score 9-0. So after the pick, they can't capitalize for 6, but they do get 3. And I know in this situation, most of us want to focus on the offense. You know what side of the ball I played on. Let's give that defense a lot of credit. Taking over in a sudden change situation and shutting them down. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window? I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all. Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. 9 yards is the pick up there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground. Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on 1st down. On 2nd down, Freeman. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter. No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays. Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. Now they'll throw it with Ryan. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Mike Morgan not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. From the gun, it's Ryan. And it's complete. Hooper. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a 1st down.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere. In the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. It's a gain of 5. From the shotgun, Ryan. Getting it out left side to Sanu. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. They give him 15 more, and it's another 1st down.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to carry the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. To the running game, it's Freeman. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
9 yards still remaining here to pick up the 1st on 2nd down. Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Taylor Gabriel, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons have cut it to within a score. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have. You absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. But I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the 2nd drive. They've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
And now out comes Minnesota. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3.
Not one that I've ever met.
And he'll be knocked down sideways. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
And that's how you want to start a sequence defensively. That's what we used to call, partner, hello, glad to meet you. Tagged him for a loss.
Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. 2nd quarter begins with the Vikings holding the football, but they face a 2nd and long to start things out.
Here we go now. No. Patriot.
Working from the gun, Keenum, and a hit jarred loose. It's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on third. The gun, Keenum. And he's able to find Diggs. And a big hit there as he runs into a brick wall. A good pickup there of 20 yards. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney! Leopard!
From the pistol, they run it with Cook. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Wright's got it, and he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney! Set! Gun! 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 All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
Let's go!
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. Now a play fake here on first down. And he'll find Thielen on the right side. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
All right, here we go. Green. Leopard. Leopard. Let's go. Check. Back that up.
From the red zone now, Keenum. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. Back to the ground, Cook. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run with Cook. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. Now they'll run. Murray. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Latavius Murray, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. We remind you, coming up later tonight, we got a good NFC battle. The Eagles and Seahawks from Seattle, coverage starting at 8:30 Eastern. And tomorrow we'll put a bow on Week 13 with an AFC North matchup between the Steelers and the Bengals from Cincinnati.
A hard-hitting battle right there.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Freeman again. And he will force his way forward for a yard or two, but I have a good feeling this will be coming back. So their move is to decline that so they don't get another second down. It'll be third.
So that has to tell us that they're pretty confident in their third down defense, right?
Absolutely.
Whether it's a sub package or nickel package, whatever they want to run out there, they feel like they can defend here on third down.
A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 23 yards on the play. They go play action here on first down. Being chased out left. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Daniil Hunter in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. On second down, Ryan. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. 1:59 to go in the first half. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Are we on the same page here, partner? Because I think they had the right idea. Just take what you can get on third and forever.
Yeah, in real life, I'd say yes. It's just these video games are tempting. You want to go downfield with it.
I like the way you evolved. You know, you've learned how to play it the Madden way.
And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. And the Vikings now heading on to the field. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run.
Here we go. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit!
On first down, Keenum. Over the middle here to Rudolph. And he gets this one all the way up to the 40. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
Set. Speed.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Keenum now on first down. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be second and about a yard. Around the NFL, they're in the second quarter at Lambeau. Early lead in that one for the Packers. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. Second down, they need less than a yard to pick up the first. Now Keenum throwing on second. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
From the 50, it's Keenum. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. The Falcons going to use another timeout. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. Ryan Quigley, fifth-year man from Boston College, in to punt it away. Back deep, Taylor Gabriel. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. This one angles out of bounds at a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Another timeout called by the Vikings now. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. Very tough spot here for the offense to start. They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. And they're going to get this one up past the 25. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Ryan now off the bootleg. Flush to his right. He's airing it out for Sanu. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Ryan. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. So we hit halftime with our visitors, the Vikings, taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll send you down to Orlando as we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And they're going to get this one up to the 35-yard line. That burst good for 20 and a first down. So it'll be first down here after the run.
Let's go.
Freeman again, a first down carry. And not much doing. He'll get this only up to about the 36. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Little motion now from the tight end. Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Ryan. Finding Gabriel complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. Ryan going to give to Freeman on the draw. And he's got some space here. And he'll take it down to the 30-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
This is Coleman, the fullback. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. From the gun, Ryan. And finding the tight end, Hooper. A Falcon first down, Ryan to his young tight end, Hooper. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal. They will run again with Coleman. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Tevin Coleman, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons draw a bit closer. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
That'll be taken in the end zone. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the 2nd half. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Brooks Reed Not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. To throw on second down. Steps away to his left. Now he'll let it go deep left side. Oh, wide open, complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. A big play there for Minnesota. 52 yards.
Let's go.
And the wideout in motion. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Incomplete. Dalvin Cook is running back the intended target, and it's third down.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
The wide receiver moving to a new spot. Now it's Keenum. And he's got Kyle Rudolph. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 11 more yards that go around. A first down as well.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front.
It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Bucky Hodges with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 20. Yard line. They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. And the big tight end shifting around. They go play action now. Ryan. He completes it to Julio Jones. And he's brought down after a good gain. 23 yards on the play. And until that point, we haven't seen Julio Jones. That's hard to believe here this late in the game.
And no one more frustrated than Julio Jones because receivers feed off of catches. That's their fuel, and that's also their affirmation. And he hasn't been getting much of that in this game, and their team is losing, and he wants to have a better effect on the game.
Just the first connection. Ryan to Jones there. Coming left, it's Freeman. And hang on here. Freeman shaken up. Remaining on the ground after that last play. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break.
21. 21.
Throwing now. Ryan on first down. This is caught inside the 15. That goes for a gain of 31.
If post pattern is often equated as a change-up route, how about when you throw it to your big guy down the center of the field? Covered or not, you have great confidence he's going to come down with the football. And when he does, as we just saw, long gains often result.
Ryan dancing to his left. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
They come out here in the eye. A quick give to Coleman. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
Let's face it, you always want a team full of guys who get...
And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Derek Coleman, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Falcons have cut it to within a score. Well, if at first you don't succeed, try again. They go to the big man. 2nd time he gets it done.
Almost as if they were feeling like he was establishing a rhythm. Give it to him again and again, and how about the end result? Finishes it off in the end zone.
Touchdown, great run, and the score. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. And now out comes Minnesota. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They start the drive with Cook. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Brandon, it's all about pace and tempo now for them. They've got the advantage, so I'm going to put musical terms for you. You don't want to go prestissimo. That's too quick, too lively, right? But you also don't want to slow it down too much. You don't want to go lento. What you really want to be is moderato. Nice and even, nice and steady, get those gains, and close out the game.
I think that chicken parm from last night's gone to your head. Shift together here from the D-line. They'll fake the handoff. Now Keenum sliding out of the pocket. And his throw is incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Working from the gun, Keenum. Incomplete, right side, the tight end Rudolph. He gets 7 out of it, and he also gets a 1st. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way, it worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
It's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook, and he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out. But it was stopped on that play. We said plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to them the rest of the game.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2.
Let's go. All right, now look at over. Back down in Philly. Here we go.
They do snap it to Keenum. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Robert Alford. 30. The 20, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. This game, it's been defensively oriented on both sides, so I guess it stands to reason that the play of the game comes on defense.
So it's my kind of game. You know that.
That's
Anytime we have a
right.
defensive battle, but that, as you said, it stands to reason that's the way the game tilted. Someone had to make a big play, and the way the defenses were dominating, that's exactly what we got.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Here we go. Watch it now, Barney. No, Jack, Patriot. Watch it now, Barney.
To throw on second down is Keenum. And complete right side to Cook. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. Call it a gain of 5. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Here we go now. Over.
Shotgun snap for Keenum. Complete to right. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. So they decline the penalty. That seems a little odd.
I'm trying to work through it and work with them to figure out why.
Well, someone's got to be confused.
That's what I think. I'm pretty sure that the bench is saying take the penalty, and somehow in the heat of the moment, they thought they were saying decline the penalty, and that's going to work against them. They should have taken it.
On the counter, Devontae Freeman trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Defensively, no doubt they need a quick stop. Offensively here, maybe do you put it in the air on second down, or do you go ahead and keep it on the ground, keep that clock moving?
A lot of people would ask that question, partner, because sometimes throwing the ball might actually be the path of least resistance. But in this case, it's a matter of trust. How much do you trust your quarterback? Because you throw the ball and it goes awry, you really don't look smart as a coach.
Yeah, and then you stop that clock. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Well, now they'll try the end around. And he's going to take this down to about the 17. 8 yards on the ground there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 2.
Now that's the way you want to start a drive. Talk about a tone setter as well as a playbook opener. Now if you want to take a big shot over the top, you're all positioned to do so.
To throw is Ryan. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the left hash, this from 34. And the 42-year-old veteran's kick is up and good. Around the NFL, they're in the 4th now in Green Bay. And the Packers have just scored, and they'll add on to their lead. Another victory perhaps in the cards. They're looking as good as anybody as the playoffs draw near. That's fielded in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. And out now come the Vikings. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
And Rudolph has it left side. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. They'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He was looking for Adam Thielen there. And that'll bring up second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. He's back to throw. Throw left side on target to Thielen. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
To throw. Open man is Thielen is complete. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Back to throw. Oh, no, he lost the football.
On plays like this when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Back to throw, Keenum. Wright's got him. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
And remember, field goal does them no good in this situation.
You got to think they should be taking some shots for the end zone soon. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down. What a great sequence by this defense so far. They've given him nowhere to go with the football.
And they just have to make it stand up one more time because it appears that they've got their number. Can they not have a slip up here and allow the touchdown?
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down.
Here we go now. Blue landed. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit. Detroit. Gone.
Now Keenum got to have this one. And he's able to find Diggs. The decision to go for it pays off. And now they're set up first and goal.
Well, how about keeping your head about you in this situation? No more timeouts. Finds a way to get out of bounds. Now they can breathe a little bit as they contemplate what to do on the next down.
No. Check. Patriots. Gone.
Now Keenum. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Only a yard on the completion. It's second and goal.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
And that is, I think he caught it. He did, but they'll say out of bounds. It'll be incomplete. And the connection not there. Incomplete. Just 14 seconds down to the final couple of plays here. Listen to this crowd now. Their guys need a stop on this two-point conversion.
Hurry up, here we go. No. Check. Patriot. Detroit. Back 99 Philly. Detroit.
Now it's Keenum. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. A crushing blow there as they cannot tie the game. Now the focus shifts to can they get the onside kick and have a miracle happen.
And they have to have that miracle play that they've been working on, that they've designed. You don't really just draw one up now. You've had different onside kicks. Do they have that one weak point in the defense that they can exploit because they have to have the ball back?
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. The clock cannot be stopped here. Defense can't do anything. So kneel it down, take it home.
No doubt about it. It's what you practice for in winning situations each and every week. victory formation. Take a knee and go on into the locker room and celebrate.
Call it a victory. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game. But these two teams, they had fun getting dirty out there. They love the slop.
Did you trust the forecast ahead of time? Are you one of those guys
I'm a little
skeptical about it, or did you trust it?
But when I saw just a big blob of green on the radar, I said, okay, let's trust.
Yeah, and that's why I'm glad you took my advice. Got your notes laminated, because, you know, open-air booth, that rain can affect us as well, although not as much as the guys on the field. But let's face it, it's kind of fun to watch these types of games, isn't it?
It is. By the way, how impressive is it that you travel with a laminator? I didn't even know there was a portable laminator.
The things that you learn.
Golly, wise beyond his years. So for the Falcons, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-4. And they'll get another home date next week as the Saints will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, they fall to 6-6 now on the campaign. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Carolina Panthers. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Falcons here as we say so long from Atlanta.
You